Hey YouTube, it's me, Jasmine. I am about, 4 days post-op now from having gastric bypass. I started in weighing at 240. While I was in the hospital, I started retaining a lot of weight, and 2 days later, I was 249. And what happened with the surgery was basically I was just retaining urine. And so we took a catheter out, and what they did was they filled me up with about 500 cc's of fluid, and I wasn't able to urinate. And basically they want you to be able to urinate and pass gas before you leave. And I wasn't able to do either one. So instead of continually trying to manually take out urine and see how much I had, I just went ahead and told them to put another catheter in. And miraculously, overnight, I began to urinate about 1,000 cc's every 2 hours. And because that happened, and then after that, they took the catheter out and I was able to urinate on my own and have passed gas. They basically asked me, instead of staying another night, we think that you should be able to come home. And I decided to. Came home, was very sore, very tired. Definitely, I recommend please take your pain meds. That's what they are for. After I took pain meds, I was fine. The following day, I got up, had a bunch of errands to do. I'm naturally a kind of athletic and active person. So I went to the gym, kind of walked. Then I ended up having to go to JCPenney and Macy's and do some errands, and felt fine for about the first 3 hours. And then after that, I felt really tired and kind of sluggish. And that's when I kind of told my husband, like, yo, I think I need to go home and call it a day. Throughout the day, I had a protein shake and drank water, but I didn't realize that the reason why I wasn't able to swallow my protein shake was because unknowingly my husband put in 2 scoops of the protein into 1 8-ounce. So it was like drinking 56 ounces in 1 cup, and that was very, very hard to get down. So had that, then started feeling a little funny, but I was walking around while I was sipping it. I was in Walmart getting my grocery shopping done. And then I said, okay, well, let me try to taste some of this stuff that I got. So I did the complete wrong thing. I got some of the yogurt that they told me that I could have, ate some yogurt. That was not a good thing to do. I immediately felt stuffed and full to the point where I was scared that I was going to potentially have to go back to the hospital. But what I decided to do was just to walk. So we walked around my apartment complex, my husband and I, and things just happened to get better. I have not weighed myself since, only because I know that I'm still retaining urine. So the number that I see won't really reflect the actual amount of weight loss. I have my first post-op visit. It will be 2 weeks post-op on the 11th. So that will be the first time that I actually decide to weigh myself. I don't want to become obsessed with the scale, whereas more so I want to pay attention to my body and let my body tell me what really is working for me. Definitely pay attention to my clothes, and that's kind of how I'll judge myself on really where I'm at. Today I got up, I had a protein shake and went to farmer's market and walked around and sipped at the same time, and it was really fine. I even had 1 strawberry, which is, I know is something that 4 days post-op you shouldn't do, but I was just really beginning to feel truly deprived. Did the strawberry, was okay with it. I didn't have any nausea. I didn't have any dumping syndrome. I kind of took it easy. What I will say though is after that was done, it was kind of like what to do with the rest of the day, because I hadn't realized that so much of my life had been focused around food. My husband wanted to go to a local carnival. I wanted to go, but because I was post-op, I couldn't get on any rides. And I couldn't eat any of the good carnival food. So I didn't want a house full of stuffed animals. So that was a little depressing because I couldn't really enjoy it. Then there were a lot of good movies that were out, and I kind of didn't know how to go to the movies because I couldn't have any popcorn, couldn't have any nachos, couldn't have any soda. So I got to this point where I kind of said, well, what do you do now when so much of your life has been focused around company and food and good times, and not really just indulging, but kind of just enjoying yourself? Just simple things like even have a small popcorn and a diet soda. Not possible right now. So as things progress, I will definitely keep you up to date. Good luck with anyone that has begun the journey or has started it, or even to anyone that potentially may want to do it. I do not regret it, but I'm just kind of interested in questioning my journey as opposed to so many other people's journeys who I've seen on YouTube. Again, I do suffer from PCOS with irregular periods, but I'm a newlywed, and right now I'm not in the position where I'm too worried about becoming pregnant. But really, it's just my health. Again, when I weighed in, I was 240. I'm 5'6". So we'll see what happens. We'll see how well I'm tolerating things. I really feel fine, except for when I kind of overdid it with that shake yesterday. But today is another day, and things are a little bit different. Things are better. I'm not as sore. I've taken my medications only once today, the pain pills, and that was around 6 in the morning. I went throughout the night without taking anything before bed because basically once you take the narcotics, they kind of just slow up your system a little bit. So I wanted to kind of get my system back to normal as quickly as possible as far as urinating and bowel movements and things like that. So the biggest struggle is really trying to figure out how to entertain myself without including food in it. You know, and not even, again, just trying to indulge or devour, you know, outrageously big portions of food, which I never really did. My weight gain was primarily the source of PCOS. So really just how to go about day-to-day life without feeling like I'm missing out. So questions, comments, I'm open to them, looking forward to them. I've looked at so many YouTube videos during this process, so hopefully I can be an inspiration to someone else out there. Until then, deuces. Bye.